they're going to come.
Hi, Janine. You are live on air. I want to know from you if you can bring us up to speed with whatever activities are taking place in Mvezo.
Yes, what is going to happen today is there's going to be a prayer service held here today. It's meant to start at 11 o'clock, but life moves a little bit more slowly here in Mvezo, so we expect people to start trickling in from any time now, and it could start at any time. And yesterday evening at 5 o'clock, there was a prayer service that was also held here. But Mvezo, a significant place in Nelson Mandela's life. He was born here, he spent his infant years here before he went and his family moved to Kunu. And his umbilical cord is actually buried on the banks of the Great Mbashe River. I'm not sure if you can see it behind us, but it does run down the bottom there. And also I'm going to ask Wanga, who's on camera, the Legacy Bridge has been built in honor of the late Nelson Mandela. It's a huge bridge, 141 meters long. It crosses the Great Mbashe River. And just to give you an idea of what the geographical layout here is, when you were in Kunu, to get to Mvezo, it was a long, dusty, extremely difficult dirt road, a short distance, maybe 40 kilometers, which maybe should take you 15 to 20 minutes. But if you traveled on the road before the bridge was actually built, you would be stuck on that road for an hour, even more if the weather was perhaps bad. So a significant place. The prayer meeting is going to be held here this morning. There are one or two guests that have started to arrive. I'm not sure who they are, but they've come here into the compound. They're being greeted as we speak here, beautifully dressed for the prayer service that is going to be in honor of the late Nelson Mandela. But this morning I'm lucky enough to be joined by one of his extended family members, a great-great-grandson, Maibui. Thanks for giving us the time this morning. Can you tell us what happened yesterday in Mvezo and what is expected to happen in Mvezo here today?
What happened yesterday in Mvezo in the morning, there was a prayer service in the morning, 9 o'clock until 12 o'clock. So even today, there was supposed to be a prayer. There will be a prayer, 9 o'clock till 12 o'clock, and 5 o'clock till 7 o'clock. That thing will happen every day. People of Mvezo, the community comes. And today we are lucky there are also the chiefs of Abatembu tribe, even the Queen, Nolondo, is here today with us.
Now, Maibuyu, tell me, Mvezo, a village, a community that's in mourning. Has it been a sad, very sad time for you? How have the villagers taken it?
The village is very sad. Even the global community is sad. Everyone is sad. Even the family is sad. So everyone is looking down and is sad deep down inside their heart. People are crying inside and people are showing tears outside. Not happy tears. They are sad.
Now, I know that in Mvezo, in the past, many parts of Mvezo, life has stood still. It's still very traditional. We have elderly women who still cook on fires. But we know that Chief Mandela, he's done a lot for this village. There's been a lot of development that has taken place over the years. He's used his position to bring empowerment and economic growth to Mvezo. Can you tell us just some of the things that have changed over the years in Mvezo with the schools and those kind of things?
I will say there are many things that have changed in Mvezo. There no more cooking outside, and everyone is getting something at the end of the month. Everyone has money to do something and to satisfy himself or herself according to the needs, the basic needs that we usually need. Even the school, we are improving. They're building a high school that will be open next year here in Mvezo. So people's children can study far. As the great-grandfather of mine has said, that education is the most powerful weapon that you can use to change the world. So we want us to have that weapon to study and go far in life.
Maibu, thank you very much for that. A big influence from Chief Mandela. He's the chief here in Mvezo, and he's used his position and he's lobbied. And we know that schools now have computer labs. There's water and electricity in some places. So great changes taking place here in Mvezo. And hopefully now with the legacy that the great Nelson Mandela has left behind, and given the fact that this was the place of his birth, that the world will look on and perhaps put investment in here so the people here can grow. And it's interesting, while the people here are poor when it comes to material things, They are incredibly rich when it comes to their spiritual richness and heritage. And just the thing about the Legacy Bridge that is behind me, unfortunately, the late Nelson Mandela never actually got to see it built. And it's going to be of great benefit to the people here, because they will now have access to the N2, much easier for them to be able to move, to get to shops, to buy their groceries, to buy their supplies, instead of taking that really long, dusty road all the way back to Kunu. So it's a great investment. And also there was a great skills empowerment project that came with it, because the youth here from Mvezo and from the surrounding areas, they were trained in being able to lay bricks and lay the paving stones for that 10-kilometer road that actually links the outside world here with Mvezo. But as I'm coming to you now, people starting to arrive for the prayer service that's going to be held here at Mvezo, in keeping with the International Prayer Day for the rest of the world, and that's taking place in South Africa today.
Thank you so much, Janine Lee.